When the New York Fed asked consumers in December of 2025 about their chances of finding a job within 3 months of losing their current one, they said just 43%. That is the lowest in 12 years. Job openings dropped by more than 380,000, falling to 6.54 million, the lowest since September 2020. Tariffs delivered one of the biggest economic shocks of 2025, acting essentially as a tax on imports. Small businesses felt the pinch immediately, and slower hiring became one of the biggest casualties. The unemployment rate climbed over 0.4 percentage points throughout 2025, reaching 4.4%. Constant policy shifts made uncertainty worse, pushing the average federal tax rate for the bottom 20% up by 1.9 percentage points, discouraging businesses from hiring and making new employees feel like risky investments rather than valuable assets. Inflation floating between 2.3% and 3% sounds manageable, but those numbers hide devastating real costs. American businesses with fewer than 50 staff collectively shed 120,000 positions in November of 2025 alone. Rising costs force businesses to stretch existing employees thin rather than hire anyone new. One small business owner admitted hiring 4 or 5 people instead of the usual 10 to 15. Meanwhile, large corporations overcorrected from pandemic-era hiring sprees. Amazon cut around 14,000 jobs and announced another 16,000 cuts in January 2026. Pinterest slashed 15% of its staff, and UPS, after already cutting nearly 50,000 jobs, signaled another 30,000 eliminations ahead. These companies reflect wider macroeconomic trends favoring slimmed-down workforces, making large-scale hiring sprees increasingly unlikely in the foreseeable future, with 6 to 7% of all jobs ultimately disappearing because of advancing automation technology. The government first announced 584,000 new jobs, but the Bureau of Labor Statistics later revised that figure to only 181,000, compared to 2 million jobs added in 2024. Artificial intelligence proliferating into every corner of culture is no coincidence in this timeline. Pinterest explicitly tied its staff reductions to prioritizing artificial intelligence-powered products. Verizon announced 13,000 job cuts, with its chief executive officer acknowledging radical workforce disruption ahead. Goldman Sachs coined this trend jobless growth, where companies increase shareholder value while cutting workforces simultaneously. Projections suggest artificial intelligence could eliminate 5,000 to 10,000 jobs every single month, potentially rising to 20,000 monthly by the end of 2026, making every opportunity feel impossibly competitive. Entry-level roles increasingly demand 3 to 5 years of experience. Artificial intelligence job application services flood postings with auto-generated cover letters, burying genuine applicants under mountains of low-quality submissions. Studies show applications per job posting increased 44% between 2023 and 2024. While interview rates remained unchanged. 4 in 10 companies in 2024 reported posting ghost jobs, fake or inactive listings giving desperate job seekers false hope. In 2025, 1.7 million of 7 million unemployed Americans had been searching for over 6 months. Recent college graduate unemployment reached 9.7% in September 2025. With fewer jobs being created and fewer people quitting their existing roles, entry-level workers face an increasingly locked door into their chosen careers.